So what did Jesus eat for the Last Supper? This was probably on his table. This is a fava bean stew. Okay, so the first step is our fava beans. So what you have to do is soak these overnight, or at least a couple hours. And soaked for a night. So we have to rinse the water. Next step is we're going to saute some onions and garlic and then put our fava beans in there. So just a regular pan like this, a spoon or two of some olive oil that maybe Jesus would have had access to. And when it's nice and hot, we'll put in our chopped onion and garlic. Okay, we don't need to color it too much. Just get nice and wilted, translucent, and we'll add a little salt. Adding a little salt when you saute kind of brings out more of the liquid of the onions and gets it cooking a little more faster, not to mention seasoning as we go. Okay, when they've had a couple minutes to kind of sweat, they're looking like this. Whew. Onion sweat to the face. We'll add our drained fava beans. That'll go in there. And just mix that around. And immediately we'll add our 2.5 cups of water. Bring that to the boil. And then we're gonna put the lid on it, simmer for about 30 minutes or until they're tender. It's been about an hour. It took a little longer for those beans to really get soft. No harm in little overcooking the beans because I don't want them to be hard. The last touches, add some fresh chopped parsley. And the last ingredient's kind of different. We're gonna add some honey. So like a tablespoon of honey for that. A little sweetness. I've never really done this with beans, but we're gonna see how it goes. And I already added some salt and pepper, but I want to add a little more pepper, freshly cracked. Now we're ready to serve it up. Eat it with flatbread, eat it with roasted lamb. Let's take us back to the Last Supper and see what Jesus ate. Ooh, I like the honey in there. I've never done that, but maybe I'll add a little honey to my beans. I'm really excited for this to cool down and kind of get nice and thick. And even tomorrow it's gonna be really nice to heat up. I could probably even turn it into hummus. It'll be really good too. These have been some history eats, Jesus' time. Humble fava bean stew.